Let's see if I can get this reverse thingy to work. So it's on. I turn it on. Pull the front brake. Okay. And then I hold it down for 3 seconds. Okay. Now get it back up. Ooh, it's like magic. It's moving on its own. You can kind of crab walk it back. Alright, and then if I hit the button, it's in slow mode. And then I hold it down for 3 seconds. It goes back to normal mode. Nice. I figured it out. Alright, here we go. We'll ride. The Energica's back to Redwood City. I think we're in. I'm riding in urban mode with medium regenerative braking. I think that seems like where I like it. Because I can twist it more, you know. So I got a kind of like a finer throttle, you know. It depends if you like to twist the throttle more or not, you know. Getting in that bad habit on mountain riding where like I try to apex all the turns. And I can feel the tires kind of dancing around, skipping around. There. I know there was some more water around here. Water, ooh, dead squirrel. Take it easy here. There we go. Take it easy. Up the third. He's my spotter up there. Oh, that feels great, man. I just dabbed the brake before I got in the corner and then just kitched it and then just gave it some beans, you know. About 60 miles an hour there. I got a full twist there. So let's change the mode. Let me put on eco mode, I guess. Okay, I think I put it on eco mode and okay. Man, eco mode doesn't go anywhere, man. Doesn't go anywhere. I got it pinned right now. We're only going 54 miles an hour. Eco mode is the not fun mode is what it is. I put it in the sport mode again. Holy shit! I cannot get... dude, there is so much power. I cannot get it. Holy moly. I cannot get it to... I cannot get a full twist in sport mode, man. There is just so much power, dude. I am riding the future here, man. I'm telling you. Dude, there was a bump there. If I had enough throttle there, I probably got some air, you know? Oh! Woo! Yeah, I feel like, I think the high regenerative braking is too much. I think it would be good if you were doing it riding slow in the city, you know, then you wouldn't have to touch the brakes at all. If you want to do some real late braking, I think you know, the brakes are good, man. You just dab the brake at the end of, you know, before you get in the corner, and then you just pitch it. Very, very nice, man. I'm learning how to ride this thing, and I like it. I like it a whole lot, and it's comfortable. It's very comfortable. I feel like I don't want to stop riding it, you know. This is awesome, dude. I think the Bay Area is a great place for one of these bikes, you know. You got Silicon Valley, chargers everywhere, you know. And this has a DC fast charge capability. That is what makes this bike amazing. So this has a 20 kilowatt DC fast charge. This can charge at 20 kilowatt hours. My Impulse will only charge at 2.5 kilowatt hours on a level 2, and literally you can watch it charge. I've seen the videos of them charging it at charging stations. It is amazing. So I'm going to put it in rain mode. We'll see what rain mode's all about. I see a lot of blinky lights on the dash. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, you can definitely get a handful on that. Yeah, you can definitely twist it all the way in rain mode. Rain mode is very soft acceleration. Okay, I've ridden all the modes now. I can tell you now, the sport mode is bonkers, man. You would have to be prepared to go very, very fast if you twist that throttle all the way, man. And the urban mode, I think, is a nice all-around mode. You know, you still got a lot of power. If you twist it all the way, it'll still go a lot. Eco mode is like a slug, dude. It won't even go faster than 55 miles per hour. And I was, you know, twisting it all the way. Right now in rain mode, I can get on it quite a bit. Very smooth throttle. I can twist it all the way, and I don't have to worry about it getting all out of control and shit. Holy moly, this is great, man. This is riding heaven. I'll tell you that now, man. Woohoo! Yeah! What a demo ride, man. What a demo ride. But yeah, so, okay. Anyway, yeah, so I did went over all the modes. So, rain mode, yeah, rain mode is very smooth, but, you know, you kind of have some power. It all depends on how much you think you need to twist it, you know. I think urban mode, I could ride sport mode in the city, you know. You just gotta have good throttle discipline, I guess, is what it is. If you've ridden like super bikes before, you'll be no problem on this bike, man. Let's try to change the regenerative braking now. So I'm gonna turn it off. Oops. So there's no regenerative braking now. I'm gonna turn this rain mode off too. It's okay, now regen is off. You can kind of feel it's still kind of slowing a little bit, just not a lot, you know. Oh yeah, I don't like this on the downhill. This is no fun. I think you want regen on the downhill. This is this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Oh my golly. Give me back medium regen. So now with medium regen, you can kind of, you know, yeah, the bike is more, it slows down more. So I would definitely not, I didn't know we were going to go down right now. Oh shit. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't know we were going to go downhill, and I was like, ooh, you do not want to turn regen off on a downhill. It does not slow down, you know. Oh, lucky. What luck, right? We got here right when the light turns yellow, green. So here I'm riding in urban, and I think urban is good. You know, urban is is good. You don't have to like, it's kind of like the B mode and for the Yamahas. It's not, you can twist it a lot, you know, it's very smooth, but in every mode it's very smooth, you know. It just depends on how much you have to twist it. I have to give a lot of praise for the throttle on this, man. It is so smooth, man. Good brakes. Very good brakes, man. When you need the brakes, they're there. And the engine sound is just bonkers on this, man. It's bonkers. You know, something interesting. I see his brakes blinking a lot. I mean, does it blink like that when you regen? Good question. Brake. Man, dude, the brakes really. You can really feel the rear suspension unload when you tap on the brakes. The brakes are very good on this. I would have to say, man, I don't know. They're probably the same brakes that are on the Impulse, but dude, these things bite. And really, the only thing you would need the brakes for is like if you were gonna go ride really fast, you know. Yeah, if you were gonna ride really fast and you wanted to do late braking, then yeah, that's when you would use the brakes. Or other than that, I can't really see any reason to use the brakes, man. You will never go through the brake pads on this unless you do a lot of track riding, you know? Whee! That was a little more turn than I thought it would be, but you know, I straightened it out, I braked, and then I turned again. You can back it in, that's for sure, man. Probably not eating up any power right now. This road is so smooth too. The bike feels great on it, man. Holy moly! I'm getting a little confident with it, man. This is not good. I feel like, also when on the downhill here, I feel like it's hurting my wrists. Because I guess we're using the regenerative braking a lot. I love this bike. Holy moly. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, if you were to put the Zero SR and the Impulse TT together, this is what you would get. That's what I'm thinking. Man, what a load of fun, man. Try not to go too fast, man. Try not to go too fast. I know I'm having a lot of fun here. I do not want to crash this $30,000 bike, man. Pretty much on the regen most of the time. You get to a straight, you know. It's so much fun. Yeah, I like urban mode. I like urban mode because you can really twist the throttle. Now, maybe if you were on a racetrack trying to get like, you know, top speeds and everything, yeah, you wouldn't need a sport mode, man. Sport mode is, yeah, it really goes, man. So let's put it on sport mode. Oops. One thing I notice I do a lot is the mode button is right on top of the blinker. I always hit the blinker, you know? Alright, I want to try to whack it open. Let's see what happens. Oh! Got all the way. It, all the lights blink when you get full throttle. I guess it means like, you're in ludicrous mode! Type of thing, right? Alright, I'm gonna give you my thoughts and impressions on it. Since we're getting pretty close to the end of the disties here. I don't think we got to ride it on the freeway at all. I'd imagine, yeah, he was saying it's kind of buzzy on it's kind of noisy on the freeway, but I don't know, man. It's definitely quieter than it has a very, I'll say, it has a very, it's a very distinct sound, dude. I've never heard a motorcycle that sounds like this. It's a very high-pitched whining sound. I think it sounds fucking dope, man. It's kind of like a turbo or supercharger. There we go. It actually sounds like a supercharger. Woo, man. I hang a leg out there, man. Just gave it some throttle, went through the corner. Dude, it feels like heaven, dude. So here's my impressions. Yeah, so like I said, it's kind of like if you were to put a Zero SR and an Impulse together, it would be like this, you know. It's bigger than the Zero SR and the Impulse. It's definitely got good suspension, but it's on the heavy side. It's probably more than 500 pounds. And you can notice that if you're stopped and you lean the bike over, you may drop it. Because the first time I hopped on it, I was like, oh, I almost dropped it, because I was not expecting it to be that heavy, you know. That it feels top heavy, I guess. But yeah, man, it is a hoot to ride, man. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. It has a very nice display. It's kind of like a video game system type display. The controls they're not too bad to operate. There's definitely a learning curve if you want to learn how to, you know, change the modes and everything. But it's after you get used to it, it's not too bad. I'm still kind of learning. It still kind of takes me a while to get in it, you know. So I'm just gonna stay in sport mode with the medium. Actually, since we're going slower, I'm gonna go put it on a high regen. So I'm on high regen now. It's a great bike. I like it a whole lot, man. Like I said, compared to the specs, the Impulse, it's like the specs are very similar, but this thing has like freaking double the power, man. Double the power of the Impulse. Now the Impulse can get away with it because it has the gearbox, but yeah, this thing has just got bonkers power, man. It's got double the power of the Impulse. Does that necessarily mean it's twice as fast as the Impulse? No, not really. The Impulse is lighter, and it has the gearbox, but yeah. I feel like the suspension, right, as it is right now, is not dialed in, especially the rear suspension. Woo, man, that regen, dude. So, like, at no time did the battery heat temperature go off. It didn't say anything. I feel that yeah, it's like the Impulse, but it's faster. It's faster, it's bigger. I think it can go. It's like the Impulse, but it can do a little bit more, with the addition of that level 3 charging, man. The level 3 charging is amazing. We didn't get to use it, but he showed me it had a CCS connector, and I was like, wow, there it is, man. It's a CCS connector. You can charge it in like half an hour or something, you know. It's amazing. That's what all these, you know, all these electric cars got to go towards. We got to have these supercharging stations everywhere and all that. Oh, that knows. Excuse me, it's not supercharged. It's fast charge. Supercharge is a Tesla term. Holy shit, man! I got a full throttle right there. That was holy moly, man! Yeah, it goes. goes fast. Although, so when you get full throttle, all the lights blink. There's these little lights on the top. They blink they go nuts, man. They go nuts. It's like you are in ludicrous mode. Is what that means, man. You better watch out. You better know what you're doing. You're gonna twist it all the way. It splits lanes pretty easily. I don't know if anybody's gonna hear you, obviously, but you know, I've been splitting lanes on the Impulse for 6 months now, and I'll tell you this, it's no different than any other motorcycle, man. There's a lot of motorcycles that are really quiet out there, so you know, we're gonna do some lane splitting action here. So yeah, you know, I like it a lot. I mean, if you were to pit it against the Impulse, yeah, it's like a little bit more. You get a little bit more bike than the Impulse. It costs, well, I won't say it's a little bit more. It's a lot bit more. It's 10,000 more than the Impulse's retail price. You get more power, more battery capacity, more range, faster charging. I think this charges at 3 kilowatts versus the Impulse is 2.5 kilowatts. So it does everything the Impulse does, but just a little bit better. I like it a whole lot, man. I tell you this, if I could afford one of these, I would snatch one of these up. It's got like all the features I want, and you know, if they support it, they get accessories for it and everything. It's comfortable too. You know, I've been riding it for a while. I haven't been riding it like a whole lot. We kind of taking breaks and stuff. I feel that the seat is okay. The seat's a little bit on the stiff side. One thing that this does have that the Impulse doesn't have is ABS. I just saw on the settings menu you can turn ABS on and off. So that's another cool feature to have, and you can turn it off. So. Boy, does it go! Boy, does it go, man! So that was sport mode. That was a sport mode taken off from the light at full throttle, man. The traffic is way back there, man. They just I mean, I feel that this is high tech, man. This is the future of electric bikes right here. This is what I want, you know. It's got all the bells and whistles that I want. It's even got like the Bluetooth thing. Bike. It's got a little bit. It's got a little bit more of everything the Impulse has. Yeah, a little bit more. This is what you know. This is what future electronic motorcycle should strive to be like, you know. Let me talk about the suspension real quick. It's got Marzocchi front forks. They're basically the same forks as the upgraded forks on the Impulse. I forgot what kind of shocks are in the back. Oh, it's a Bitubo rear shock, is what it is. This might have the Öhlins one though. I'm not sure. But these have the Marzocchi front forks, and they're fully adjustable. Oh no, they're just like mine. They're just like the Impulse ones. They have rebound and compression on each one, and you can do the preload also. They're fully adjustable, but there's one on each fork. That's the way it works. But they're the gold ones, so I guess these are the better ones. I'm not sure how much. Maybe there's an adjustment thing. These are the same as the gold forks on the Impulse. All right, that's the end of the demo ride. I hope you've enjoyed it. Peace and out. I have to say that I think the seat on the Energica is more comfortable than the Impulse. I've come to detest the seat on the Impulse. I absolutely hate the seat on the Impulse. I thought it was bearable at some point, but no. Oh man, I'm riding the Impulse again. Well, I'll tell you this: the Impulse is a much smaller bike than the Energica, and it has more regenerative braking. The thing is, like, yeah, the engine has to be spinning quite a bit to get that regenerative braking. But I like the regenerative braking on that bike. It's stronger than this. It's I mean, it's faster. It's smoother than this. Well, I don't know. This is pretty smooth too. But I just don't like that clunk on the takeoff, man. Not liking it. But that was awesome. I have to hand it to them. It's a $30,000 motorcycle, man, and they let me ride it. So, but yeah, and then once I got it going, it's not too bad. It's a lot more of the Impulse, more weight, more power, more batteries. I mean, that's basically the name of the game for for electric motorcycles. Is the more stuff you put on it, faster it goes, the more it weighs, you know. So there's no way you can get away. That's the law, man. That's the law. You cannot, or the rules. You cannot change the rules, man. Those are the rules of this world. So there you go. That was the demo ride for the Energica Eva, and I had a lot of fun. You can get one of those for $30,000, and for just about $30,000. It was 29 something. I have a video where I go over like buying one. You can actually order it from the website, and you can custom configure it any way you want. Check that out. But it's about a $30,000 motorcycle, and like the more options you put on it, the more it's gonna cost you. Obviously, right? I go through the specs in a separate video. Go check that out. I go through the specs of the Impulse and the Eva. HadesOmega here. I also wanted to point out that the Energica Eva was a naked bike. It had no wind protection at all. We weren't really riding it fast enough where, I wouldn't notice the wind. But I was just riding on the freeway right now in the Impulse, and I realized, oh yeah, I don't have my windscreen. It's hella loud right now. So that's one thing to think about if you get the Eva. If it doesn't have a windscreen, it's going to be kind of loud on the freeway. You could probably very easily add one. Actually, I think there was an option to add one. That's right. There's an option to add one when you buy it, when you go to the website. Alright, HadesOmega here. I just wanted to mention that, yeah, the Eva didn't, it fit me perfectly. At 5'10", 175 pounds, I was able to get the balls of my feet on the ground, both of the balls of my feet on the ground. So if you are shorter than me, you're going to have some trouble riding that thing, that machine. Not for short people, unfortunately, or people with short legs. Anyway, so that is my comments for it, my extra ending comments. So yeah, you